Hey everyone. You know, it's it's kind of funny how far fans and teams, mostly team owners of franchises, will go to ensure that their team has full advantage of a situation. It's kind of funny how how far teams will go, how far teams' franchises will go. Now, I'm not sure if this has just been made up by the 49ers Nation on the 49ers Nation Facebook group or Facebook page, Facebook group, if you will. I don't know if it's made up by them or not, but I could see why it might be. You see, due to the 49ers beating the Carolina Panthers, who, with all due respect, had a great season, there's no denying they had a great turnaround from the previous year. No doubt about it. No doubt about it. But there is no denying that the 49ers did win yesterday afternoon in Carolina. In a very good game. Let's not deny that. I mean, score may have not reflected that, but it was good all the way around. The point is, folks, we do know. Hold on for a second. Well, like I'm saying, folks, we do know that if you were there or you were listening to the game through surround sound on your HD TV, or if you were there live in person, there's no doubt the Carolina Stadium was loud. But apparently it's nothing compared to, of course, Seattle Stadium, Century Link Field. Or Century Link Field. There's no comparison, obviously. And we saw how packed it was. I saw how packed it was when they faced New Orleans. And they had a good game against New Orleans. And New Orleans gave them a fight. Especially towards the end. But here's the thing, though. As packed as that place was for that game, apparently the Seattle Seahawks franchise, according to Niners Nation on the Facebook, apparently there's a report, according to Niners Nation. Now, I don't know if this is just the Niners Nation trying to show, basically, in their opinion, how Seattle had a Seahawks fan base and Seahawks team can't, go at it alone. They always got to rely on the 12th man, if you will. I don't know if it's their way of saying, hey, man up, team up. Show us you don't need your crowd to influence you or to help you out. I don't know if it's because of that, or I don't know if I don't know if it's, just something made up by them, by NinersNation.com maybe. I don't know if this is something made up, or there's some legitimacy to it. I don't know if there's some legitimacy or not, but apparently the report is that the Seattle Seahawks franchise, I don't know if some fans are behind it as well, or just the main owners of the franchise are not behind it. But apparently they only want tickets for the NFC Championship game sold in Oregon, Idaho, Washington, Montana, and the border cities in Canada. That's it. In the southwestern portion of Canada. That's it. California, and what would have been possibly, if they would have came out on top, Carolina, out of the mix. That's right. According to reports, they do not want tickets being sold to people in California. Why? Because they don't want the 49er faithful to show up at Century Link Field and support their team. And if I don't call BS on that, or BS on that, I don't know what is. I mean, come on. Honestly? Seriously? Come on, honestly, seriously? You're going to go out and do that? You know what that shows to me? That shows disrespect, and that shows unsportsmanlike conduct, not just on the fans of Seattle, the Seahawks faithful, but on the Seattle Seahawks franchise. That is BS if any part of this is legit or true. Because let me tell you this. Everybody has a right to show up and cheer for their team. When you go to an Oakland Raiders game, yeah, a majority of it is Raider fans, Raider Nation fans. There's no doubt about that. But you do see at times portions of the opposing team's fan base there. You see Denver Bronco fans. You see Kansas City Chief fans. Heck, if they ever play each other again, you see 49er fans. You see San Diego Charger fans. Indianapolis Colts fans. You see them. Sure, they're outnumbered by the Raider fans, but you still see a good amount of them there. You see Dallas Cowboy fans. Heck, Dallas Cowboys are supposed to be America's team. No matter how bad they are or not, they're supposed to be America's team. And every time they go to a different stadium to visit and play against either a rival in the NFC East, or maybe someone like the Niners, or maybe someone like Carolina, or Kansas City, or Oakland, you see Cowboy faithful show up. And yet, you have a Seattle fan, and yet here, you have a Seattle club, a Seattle Seahawks club, and its franchise, and maybe even its fans, if you will, going as far as to say, hey, don't let the California people have any chance of buying these tickets. Don't let the Carolina fans have any chance of buying these tickets. And you know what that tells me? You know what that shows me? It shows me that they disrespect everybody. That's disrespectful. I mean, why? Are they afraid that if even a small portion, let's say 25% of the field has 49er faithful on that, in the stands? Are they afraid that that 25% is going to encourage? It's going to not encourage, but they think that 25% is going to drown out their 75%? No, it's not. But still, they're there for support. Just like the Seattle Seahawks faithful sometimes will travel wherever their team goes and show support for them. I understand wanting to have true home field advantage. It's having the so-called 12th man on your side. Well, guess what? I've got news reality for you guys. A news flash. Seattle Seahawks are an NFL team. They're not a college football team. College football is meant to have 12th man. The NFL is the big leagues. The NFL is for professionals. You're supposed to show, even as fans, you're supposed to show professionalism. True, if you're at home or in a bar or something, yeah, you could brag all you want. But after the game is over, yeah, you could cheer if your team scores a touchdown or makes an interception. That's fine. But you don't go as far as to say, hey, let's close out ticket sales to the 49er or Panther fans. Because that's not just going to that's not just going to make the 49er faithful and Carolina Panther faithful dislike you even more. It's going to make the entire NFL faithful hate you more or dislike you more. That's what's going to happen. And you know what's going to happen? By some miracle, let's say by some miracle, your team gets there, by some miracle, because I do believe the 49ers are going to have motivation even more now with that news being tossed around, that little rumor being tossed around, whether it's legit or not. They're going to have more motivation now. I'm telling you this right now. If you get lucky, if your team does find a way to win, if they get lucky in what is considered to be a primetime showdown fight, you know what's going to happen? You're going to have fans of the 49ers, of the 49ers basically going and siding with either the Denver Broncos or the New England Patriots. That's what you're going to have happen, all because you guys, all because you don't have the guts, all because you don't want to have respect. And again, whether this is legitimate, whether there's any kind of, and again, whether there's any kind of legitimacy to this or not, I still say true or not, any kind of it being truth or not, is BS. And they, the Seattle Seahawks franchise, the Seattle Seahawks fans who might support this, they know it's BS. And you're going to have everybody coming down on you after this game, win or lose. And I pray to God, because of this you guys lose. I pray to God, because this is disrespectful if any part of this is true. It is disrespectful. You guys are going to have people coming down on your team even more so. And you know what's going to happen? This is going to get right. Whether any part of this is true or not, this is going to go, word of this is going to go to the head honcho of the NFL, the chairman of the NFL. He's going to hear about this. The board of directors of the NFL is going to hear about this, and they're going to be like, you know what? Screw that crap. We ain't going to allow it. And they're going to put down a rule that states that from now on, if you want a game to continue play, if you want teams to continue play, and a game to continue, that you have to keep it down even for the opposing team. That's what it's going to result in. You guys want to pull something like this, whether any of this is legit or not. Whether any of this is really legit, any part of it is true or not, they're going to bring it down on you. And you know it. So if I'm you, the Seattle Seahawks franchise, if I'm you, the Seattle Seahawks fans, I would think twice before doing this. Show us you don't need to do this. In fact, show us that you can have respect for a rival, and show them, and show us, show everybody that Seattle, the Seahawks team, can do it on their own without the 12th man. This isn't college, folks. This is the NFL. So again, whether any of this is true or not, you guys got to think twice before you do it. Because if you do, if you don't change this, you're going to have people coming down on your team a lot harder. And you're going to have the NFL coming down on you guys a lot harder than you've ever expected. And I guarantee if you keep this up, if you don't change this, whether any part of this is legit or not, any part of this is true or not, I guarantee you this. The NFL is going to change. Is going to have a rule change when it comes to crowd your little 12th man deal, and they're going to. It's not, and because of you guys, the rule change is going to be for all 32 teams, stating that even when the opposing team has the ball on offense, that you, the fans, have to tone it down and show respect to them by letting them be able to hear each other hear the quarterback call the plays and all that. You guys are going to cause something that's going to make that happen in all 32 teams. And you have to be careful about it. So again, whether any part of this is legit or not, do us a favor. Think twice before you do it, because there can be professional repercussions from the NFL itself. There will be repercussions if you're not careful. And that's all I'm going to say, folks. Any of you listening, let me know what you guys think down below. Comment if you like. I'll talk to y'all later. God bless. Take care.